Growing up as an only child, I've pretty much mastered the art of entertaining myself. But not everything I did for fun necessarily fed my soul. My soul is my entire being, mind, body, and spirit. Soul care is not selfish. The more you take care of yourself, the more you'll be able to take care of others. I want to introduce 8 peaceful activities that will feed your soul based on the 8 beatitudes. Number 1. Go forage or harvest fruits. I harvested these delicious persimmons from my mom's garden last spring. The feeling of being surrounded by the sheer abundance of nature is incredible. You don't have to spend a ton of money or do lavish things in order to experience the simple joys in life. Likewise, you don't have to act like you have it all together when deep inside, you know that you simply need help and healing. Sometimes, in order to experience the best that life has to offer, we have to first admit that we are broken in some way. It's okay to admit that you're having a tough season and that you need help. There is no shame in being honest with yourself and with God. There is only healing and comfort. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Matthew 5:3. Number 2. Cook. I can't think of a better way to show yourself love and care than to actually feed yourself healthy food. Cooking is an act of love. When you're feeling angry or overwhelmed, a warm bowl of soup always softens the mood. Food, made with healthy ingredients, has a way of making us feel better physically and emotionally. You are literally feeding your soul. So, give yourself the space to process your feelings, shamelessly bringing your anxieties and heartache to the Lord, and make yourself a delicious bowl of soup. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Matthew 5:4. Number 3. Start a mini garden. Even though I live in the middle of a concrete jungle, I still manage to surround myself with as many plants as possible. I tend to them every chance that I get. Even though gardening is a pretty low-key, humbling hobby to have, your garden is your own sanctuary. Only you recognize a new leaf on a particularly difficult plant, or new buds on a crop that you thought wasn't going to make it. With just a little bit of dirt, some water, and a seed, you get to create your own little thriving planet, one where you're the sole caretaker. If there's any hobby that will teach you how to steward the earth well, it's the humble, thankless act of gardening. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Matthew 5:5. Number 4. Make tea. I love making all kinds of tea. Matcha lattes, rosebud tea, lemongrass tea, you name it. Tea making is an art. If you steep it for too long, it'll get bitter. If the water's too hot, you'll burn your tongue. But when you make that perfect cup of tea that's just right, it hits the spot like no other. Like I said in my Instagram post, coziness is a core value in this house, and I can't think of a cozier way to spend my alone time than lounging on the couch with a warm cup of tea and a good book. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be satisfied. Matthew 5:6. Number 5. Take a walk in nature. This is a great way to relieve stress and take your mind off of immediate problems. When I'm by myself, surrounded by beautiful plants and peaceful critters, I feel like I'm transported into a different world. The calmness around me really puts into perspective the chaos that I have in my life. Suddenly, everything seems doable if I just put one foot in front of the other. Take yourself on a solo hike one of these days, just to meditate and observe the plants. Frequent walks in nature are good for your soul. You'll learn to appreciate this beautiful planet that you live on, and this beautiful single life that you have. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Matthew 5:7. Number 6. Make abstract art. If you're a planner like me, then you want to quality control everything, even art. I used to put immense thought into how an art piece would look before I started working on it. Painting for fun or making art for fun seemed to me like a waste of time. I couldn't even be proud of my artworks unless they lived up to my expectations. But that mindset disabled me from enjoying the process of making art. Great art isn't always about the end result, but the intentions and meaning behind it. Let your soul freely create without thinking too deeply into what you want to achieve in the end. Through the process of letting go, you will gain the freedom of surrender. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Matthew 5:8. Number 7. Try ceramics. I've been spending most of my days in the ceramic studio because I can't get enough of this wonderful material. I've learned that clay hates tension but loves compression. Tension is a force that pulls materials apart. Compression is a force that squeezes materials together. Ceramics teaches me when to exert power and when to exert restraint. The combination of the two creates a gorgeous, functional piece of art that lives on for life. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Matthew 5:9. Finally, number 8, redecorate your space. A lot of people don't want to redecorate once they feel like they've already got a good thing going because they're afraid of messing it all up. But we go through many seasons in life that require different supportive environments. When I was healing from depression, I used a lot of bright colors in my home to help lift my mood, and it worked. Once I was already healed, I needed a calmer space to come home to and relax. So I went with more neutral colors, and that has worked immensely as well. Every time I change up my home, I always lose a ton of followers because people don't like change. I remember getting an angry departure note from an ex-subscriber saying, "Your new decor is horrible. I've already unsubscribed to your channel." But if I know I'm called to a certain season in life, whether it involves decor or even a career change, being obedient to my calling is much more important to me than pleasing everyone. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Matthew 5:10. I hope that you'll give some of these hobbies a try, and that they will contribute to your healing process like they did for me. By the way, I've been selected as a finalist of the Influencer of the Year award. This is a great honor for me because influencers within the Christian and mental health niches don't usually get nominated for these things. The Influencer of the Year is someone who produces consistent high-quality content, impressive sponsored work, and positively impacts her circle of influence. If you feel like those things are true for me, please go vote through the link in my description. You can vote multiple times as well, and all your entries will count. Thank you for giving me a moment of your time, and I'll be uploading again soon. See you guys!